It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, hut, 70 ending, 47. I got him. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Shift.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Big stop, let's go. Shift, watch the shift. Shift. Put up.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 9. Hayward.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Kill.
Here's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Shot. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Let it go.
Now it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line.
Mike 51. Check. Showing it.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Check curls.
On second and 9, Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready. Ancient Gator. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the
They'll try and run. This is Johnson.
Watch twist.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Broncos' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
That's it. Hey, check Mike 47. Target.
Jackson now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Let's bring it.
from the gun, Jackson. And, it'll be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Look at me. Go. Now.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
He's checking. Go out. Check nickel. They go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check it out. Hey, Sam off. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 4. Bam. 5.
Young off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Look at me, zipper. Reset. Check 99.
On second down, it's Dixon. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
8, read. Tighten up. Hey, lock it. Hey, orbit.
3rd and long for Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The Broncos send out their punter now. Desmond King back deep. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
I'm coming after you. Slam.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Get him. Rock it.
From the 29, Young, rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Set, ready? AC Gator. Hey, Charlie. 49. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Young. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's one they certainly wish they had back, a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. Crunch. Check. Hot route. Hot.
Running from the gun, Johnson. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Down. 90 Wolf. Hey, Wahoo. Mike's 49. Dude.
Young on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Hey, Haywood. Look, squeeze. Now.
So on 4th down, they snap it to Young. This is caught. It's Cooks. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown! Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on the stretch.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Young, flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. 10 more there and another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Bravo. Right 52. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9. Young dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. A first throw for the backup, Jackson. He'll find Lindsey here. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, but it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's get it. Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Young. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Broncos. 16-yard touchdown, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation. If they just...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ready. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Leo! Come. Down.
On 3rd down, Young. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the block, motion, block. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 43. Peek in.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game, I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Now Jackson on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready. Go to base. Mike 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium there in the third quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. Choose the mic. Crunch time, defense.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 or. Ricky. Bam. Go.
Here's Young on 3rd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line. We go. Hey, lock it. Get it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young, screen pass to Lindsey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
49 the mic. Watch 49. All day, dog. 49. Hey. 49 the mic. 3 buzz. Mike's 49. 49. Hey. Watch the run. 49. Now. 49. Hey, defense, let's go. Defense.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Hard throw, incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Get in the weight room.
To throw is Young. Throwing on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
You can't block me.
They stay on the ground with Dixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
49's the mic. Watch 49.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Joey Bosa, and as a result, possession switches hands. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Eluding the pressure right. He uncorks it for Snead. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Denver. Watch 49. Watch the run. Hold. 64. Wait. Check. Back. Go. 49 the mic. 49.
Jackson on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant.
At the 42-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Broncos on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Young. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop. Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Dixon running from the shotgun. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Young to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Here we go, D.
Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up in